The time has come when all that has been hidden must come to light. For so long, certain individuals have moved through the shadows, presenting themselves as something they are not. They have worn masks, pretending to be allies, leaders, or even spiritual guides, all while concealing their true motives. But now, that time is over. The universe has shifted, and the energy no longer supports deception. Those who have tried to manipulate the truth for their own gain have reached a dead stop, and they can no longer fake it. Chosen ones have sensed this moment approaching. There has been an increasing awareness of the falsehoods that have surrounded them, a growing feeling that something was not as it seemed. The truth has been bubbling beneath the surface, and now it is ready to erupt. The veils of illusion are being torn away, exposing the reality that has been hidden for so long. This is a pivotal moment not just for the chosen ones, but for all who seek the truth. It is often in times of great exposure that the strength of the chosen ones truly shines. Their ability to see beyond appearances, to recognize the subtle energies that others miss, has always set them apart. Now, as the masks fall and the true faces are revealed, chosen ones find themselves more prepared than ever to confront this reality. They have been sharpening their discernment, honing their intuition, and strengthening their inner wisdom. This moment of revelation is not a surprise. It is the culmination of everything they have been preparing for. Those who have tried to deceive the chosen ones can no longer maintain their facade. The energy around them has shifted dramatically, and they find themselves trapped in the very lies they created. They can no longer manipulate the narrative, no longer control the outcomes. The truth is shining too brightly now, and no matter how much they resist, they are forced to face it. For the chosen ones, this is a moment of empowerment, a time to stand firm in the knowledge that the light always exposes the darkness. As this exposure unfolds, the chosen ones will begin to see the full extent of the deception and the true intentions that have been hidden. The illusions are crumbling, and with them, the control that these deceivers once held. What comes next is a deeper dive into how the facade is dismantling, as the falsehoods they've built are no longer sustainable. The masks that have been carefully worn for so long are beginning to fall away. For those who thought they could deceive indefinitely, the moment of exposure is now unavoidable. The facade they maintained with such confidence is crumbling piece by piece, revealing their true intentions. These individuals once relied on manipulation, control, and false appearances to influence others, but the energy of this time will no longer allow such tactics to prevail. The chosen ones can feel the shift. There is no more hiding, and the truth is being laid bare. Chosen ones have always had the ability to sense things beneath the surface, picking up on subtle energies that others might overlook. They could feel the dissonance, the gaps between what was being said and what was truly meant. Now, with the crumbling of the facade, these suspicions are being confirmed. What was once obscured by charm or convincing words is now clear for all to see. The true nature of these individuals is becoming evident, and their intentions, once hidden, are finally being exposed in the light. It is not surprising that those who have lived in deception are now scrambling. They had grown comfortable behind their masks, weaving stories and controlling perceptions to serve their interests. But the universe has a way of balancing things, and that balance has arrived. Chosen ones are watching as these false narratives collapse under their own weight. The lies are no longer sustainable, and the truth is pushing its way to the surface, unstoppable and undeniable. As the facade continues to crumble, it becomes clear that those who sought to deceive never truly understood the power of the chosen ones. They underestimated their resilience, their ability to see beyond the surface, and the strength that comes from living in alignment with truth. Now, these deceivers find themselves exposed and vulnerable, unable to continue their charade. The forces they once relied upon to maintain control are failing them, leaving them powerless to stop what is unfolding. This unraveling of deception is only the beginning. Chosen ones will soon come to understand the depth of the manipulation that has been at play, and with that understanding comes an even greater realization of their own power. What follows is the revelation of why these deceivers can no longer hide, as the energies they once manipulated have shifted beyond their control. The chosen ones are rising, and the truth is their greatest ally in this transformative time. The time has come when those who once operated in the shadows can no longer hide from the chosen ones. The energy that once allowed them to cloak their intentions has shifted dramatically, and there is no longer a safe place for their deceptions to linger. Chosen ones, with their heightened awareness and spiritual sensitivity, are now fully attuned to the truth that surrounds them. The vibrations of falsehood and manipulation are becoming increasingly obvious, and there is no longer any way for these deceivers to mask their true intentions. For a long time, these individuals relied on their ability to blend in, to wear convincing masks that allowed them to pass unnoticed among those they sought to manipulate. They counted on the fact that most people would never question their facade, never look deeper than what was presented. But the chosen ones have always operated differently. Their ability to see through illusions, to feel the truth resonating beneath the surface, has always been their strength. Now, as the universal energies shift, that ability is more powerful than ever. Those who once hid behind false personas are now feeling the pressure of this shift. The walls they built to protect their lies are crumbling, and chosen ones are seeing through the cracks. Their deceptive tactics no longer work. The manipulations that once succeeded now seem hollow and ineffective, as the chosen one's clarity pierces through the veil. It's as though an invisible spotlight has been cast upon those who sought to deceive, making them unable to retreat into the shadows they once relied upon. This exposure is not just uncomfortable for those who tried to hide, it is inescapable. The chosen ones are awakening to their full power, and with that awakening comes a deeper understanding of how they have been manipulated. There is a growing realization that the time for hiding is over, not only for the deceivers, but for the chosen ones themselves. Their ability to confront these falsehoods head-on has never been more necessary, as the universe aligns to support truth, authenticity, and clarity. As the chosen ones grow stronger in their recognition of truth, the deceivers find themselves at a dead stop, unable to continue their facade. What comes next is a deeper examination of how the energy has shifted, forcing those who relied on deception to finally face the consequences of their actions. The chosen ones will soon learn how this energetic shift has forced them to confront what they can no longer hide from. The energy in the universe has undergone a profound shift, one that has brought those who relied on deception and manipulation to a dead stop. This shift didn't happen overnight, but its effects are now unmistakable. For a long time, they operated with a sense of control, convinced that their carefully constructed facades would continue to serve them. But as the universal frequencies rise, the vibrations of truth are becoming more powerful, and the chosen ones are feeling this change with increasing intensity. In the past, these individuals could manipulate energies to their advantage, creating illusions that allowed them to move freely, unnoticed by most. But the energetic landscape has changed, making it impossible to continue with the same methods. Chosen ones can feel this shift like a ripple through the fabric of reality. What once felt hidden is now out in the open, and what used to be subtle is now glaringly obvious. The old tricks of deception no longer work because the energy simply will not support it. This shift is also affecting the deceivers themselves. They are no longer able to draw on the same forces that once allowed them to create confusion and manipulate outcomes. The universal energies have shifted toward transparency and clarity, leaving no room for the shadow games they used to play. Instead, these individuals find themselves stuck, unable to move forward or maintain the control they once had. The chosen ones, who have always been able to read between the lines, now see these deceivers more clearly than ever before. The frustration for those who tried to manipulate the energy is palpable. They are realizing that no matter how hard they try, they cannot push against this shift. The power they once held is slipping through their fingers, and they are left grappling with the reality that they can no longer fake their way through life. The energy has changed, and with it, so have the rules of engagement. The chosen ones are becoming more empowered by the day, aligning with the truth that resonates within them, while those who relied on falsehoods are being stopped in their tracks. This energy shift is just the beginning. As the chosen ones continue to rise in alignment with these new frequencies, they will begin to notice more signs of this unraveling. What was once hidden is coming into full view, and the consequences of this energetic shift are only starting to unfold. The true signs of this unraveling are becoming more apparent, and the chosen ones will soon witness how deeply these deceptions have affected their path. The signs of deception unraveling are becoming increasingly evident. What was once hidden behind layers of falsehood is now being laid bare for all to see, especially the chosen ones. This unraveling is not a subtle process. It is a forceful tearing away of illusions that leaves no room for doubt. The energy shift that has taken hold in the universe is exposing these deceptions in ways that can no longer be ignored or denied. Those who thought they could maintain their grip on lies are now watching as everything they built begins to collapse. For chosen ones, the signs of this unraveling have been clear for some time. They have always had a heightened sensitivity to the truth, but now, more than ever, the discrepancies between what is said and what is real are glaringly obvious. There is an undeniable tension in the air, a palpable sense of discomfort from those who can no longer hide their true intentions. Their once confident facades are cracking under the weight of their own dishonesty, and chosen ones can see through every break. Small, seemingly insignificant moments often hold the biggest clues. The subtle shift in someone's tone, the avoidance of direct eye contact, or the sudden defensiveness in response to a question. These are all signs that deception is unraveling. Chosen ones, with their keen intuition, are picking up on these cues and piecing together the larger picture. They know that what is happening now is the result of an energetic shift, one that is pushing everything hidden into the light. As the unraveling accelerates, those who relied on deception are scrambling. They try to patch up their stories, create new lies to cover the old ones, but nothing sticks anymore. The energy no longer supports their manipulations, and the harder they try to maintain control, the more transparent their efforts become. Chosen ones can feel the desperation in these actions, sensing the futility of trying to keep the truth from emerging. The unraveling of deception is not just about individual lies being exposed, it's about the collapse of entire structures built on falsehood. The systems, relationships, and dynamics that were once upheld by these deceptions are now breaking apart, unable to withstand the pressure of the truth. Chosen ones are witnessing this breakdown, knowing that what follows will be a complete shift in how reality is understood. As this unraveling continues, the chosen ones will soon understand how their power played a role in shattering these illusions. Their presence, their truth, and their alignment with universal energy have all contributed to this collapse, setting the stage for what's to come next. The power of the chosen ones is not just an internal force. It radiates outward, influencing the world around them in ways that often go unnoticed until the impact becomes undeniable. This power has been quietly building, fueled by truth, authenticity, and alignment with the divine. Now it has reached a point where it can no longer be ignored, and its effects are shattering the illusions that once held power over others. Those who relied on deception are now facing the reality that their control is slipping, and the chosen one's presence has been a catalyst in this dramatic shift. Chosen ones possess a unique strength that comes from their deep connection to the truth. This connection allows them to see through the layers of deception and manipulation that others might miss. It is not merely intuition, it is a knowing that resonates deep within their souls. This knowing has served them well, guiding them through situations where others may have been misled. But now, this inner power has expanded, reaching beyond just personal protection to actively dismantling the illusions that have been used to manipulate the world. As the energy of truth grows stronger, the power of the chosen ones becomes more evident. Their presence alone begins to disrupt the carefully constructed narratives of those who sought to control through deceit. Where once their words or actions could be dismissed, now they are being heard with clarity, and the impact is undeniable. The illusions that once seemed so convincing are crumbling in the face of this power, leaving those who created them scrambling to maintain the lie. But the force of the chosen one's alignment with universal truth is too great to be countered. This shattering of illusions is not just a passive occurrence, it is an active transformation brought about by the chosen ones standing in their truth. Every time they speak, every time they act in alignment with their purpose, the false narratives around them lose their grip. Their energy disrupts the web of lies, unraveling the threads that held it together. This isn't about confrontation or force, it's about the power of authenticity being stronger than any facade. As the chosen ones continue to embrace their role in this transformation, they will soon realize just how significant their power is in bringing about change. What follows is the inevitable reckoning for those who relied on lies, as they can no longer maintain their grip on reality. The consequences of their actions are coming to light, and the chosen ones are at the center of this revelation. The moment has arrived where those who relied on deception must finally face the consequences of their actions. There is no more room to hide, no more opportunities to weave false narratives. The chosen ones have seen through their illusions, and the energy of truth has shifted to a point where nothing can be faked anymore. Those who once thrived on manipulation now find themselves trapped in the very webs they spun. The facade has completely fallen apart, and the consequences are coming swiftly. For chosen ones, witnessing this reckoning is both a validation and a reminder of their role in bringing light to hidden darkness. The truth that they have long held within them is now spreading, and its power cannot be stopped. Those who thought they could continue deceiving others are now faced with the reality that their games are over. Their carefully crafted masks are shattered, and they are being exposed for who they truly are. The weight of their actions is catching up to them, and there is no escaping the consequences of living in falsehood. The consequences that these individuals now face are not just external. The chosen ones can sense the inner turmoil within them, the fear and desperation that arise when they can no longer control the narrative. The energy has shifted in such a way that even those who were once oblivious to the lies can now see through them. The deceivers are left vulnerable, with no more layers of illusion to protect them. Their once confident demeanor is crumbling under the pressure of truth, and they are being forced to confront the impact of their actions. Chosen ones have long understood that living out of alignment with truth brings about inevitable consequences. They know that the universe has a way of restoring balance, even when it seems like deception has the upper hand. Now, as the deceivers face the fallout of their falsehoods, the chosen ones are reminded of the strength that comes from living authentically. The energy of the world is shifting in their favor, and they are witnessing the direct results of this shift as those who once manipulated others are brought to account. This reckoning is only the beginning. As the facade crumbles, the chosen ones will come to see that the illusions these individuals created not only impacted their own lives, but had far-reaching consequences. The realization that they can no longer fake it opens the door to a deeper understanding of the karmic balance that is unfolding. The chosen ones will soon witness how this balance forces those who lived in deception to confront their fate. The moment of reckoning has arrived, and with it comes the stark realization that those who relied on deception can no longer escape their fate. The truth has caught up to them, and the chosen ones stand as witnesses to the inevitable collapse of everything that was built on lies. The energy has shifted in such a profound way that no amount of manipulation or pretense can alter the course that has been set in motion. For these deceivers, there is no turning back. Chosen ones are keenly aware of the weight of fate, the way in which universal forces always work toward balance and justice. Those who thought they could outmaneuver truth, bending reality to suit their desires, are now finding themselves caught in the very web they spun. Their actions have led them to this point, and the path they carved with their deceptions is now closing in on them. It is clear to the chosen ones that no one can escape the consequences of living out of alignment with the divine order. As this realization sets in, the deceivers experience a deep sense of fear and helplessness. The power they once wielded through manipulation is slipping away, leaving them vulnerable and exposed. The chosen ones can feel the energy of this shift, sensing the internal turmoil of those who thought they could control their fate. Now, they must face the reality that the universe is correcting the imbalance they created, and there is no escaping the karmic cycle they set in motion. This shift in power is not just a correction, it is a dismantling of the old structures that were built on lies. Chosen ones can see how these individuals, once confident in their ability to deceive, are now unraveling under the weight of their actions. There is no longer any room for denial or avoidance. The consequences of their choices are here, and they must face them head-on. The realization that they cannot escape this fate is a sobering one, and chosen ones know that this is the universal order restoring itself. As the deceivers come to terms with their fate, the chosen ones will soon recognize the role they played in bringing this to light. Their presence, their truth, and their unwavering commitment to authenticity have been the catalysts for this transformation. What comes next is the moment of victory, as the chosen ones see the full extent of their power in bringing about the restoration of balance and truth. The unfolding of this karmic justice is a testament to the power of living in alignment with the divine. The time for victory has arrived, and it is clear now that the truth has triumphed. The chosen ones stand tall, having witnessed the complete unraveling of deception and the collapse of the falsehoods that once held sway. This moment of victory is not one of loud celebration, but of quiet, powerful realization that living in alignment with truth always leads to ultimate success. The chosen ones knew this deep down, but now the world sees it too. The deceivers who once thought they could control and manipulate have been forced to confront the reality that the power of truth is far greater than anything they could have manufactured. Every lie, every false narrative they spun, has crumbled under the weight of the chosen one's unwavering commitment to the truth. This victory is a testament to the strength of authenticity, a reminder that no matter how convincing a facade may appear, it cannot stand against the energy of truth. Chosen ones have always had a unique ability to see things clearly, to navigate through the illusions that confuse others. In this victory, their clarity has proven to be their greatest weapon. They have not needed to fight or engage in conflict. Their very presence, rooted in truth, was enough to dismantle the structures of deception. Those who once sought to deceive are now left powerless, stripped of their illusions and facing the consequences of their actions. The feeling of victory for the chosen ones is not about domination or defeat of others. Instead, it is about the restoration of balance and alignment with the universal order. The truth was always meant to prevail, and the chosen ones have been the instruments of that unfolding. Their ability to remain steadfast in the face of lies, to hold on to their sense of purpose and clarity, has brought them to this moment. It is a reminder of the power of patience, integrity, and trust in the divine. As this victory unfolds, the chosen ones will begin to see the deeper layers of this transformation. The illusions that have been shattered were not just personal deceptions, but part of a larger pattern that held many in a state of confusion. Now that the truth has been revealed, chosen ones can look forward to the restoration of harmony, knowing that their role in this process was essential. They have paved the way for a new era of clarity and balance. The final step in this journey is to embrace the full meaning of this victory, as the chosen ones reclaim their power and prepare to step into a future free from the weight of deception. The journey has reached its conclusion, and the chosen ones now stand fully in the light of truth. Every deception that once clouded their path has been stripped away, leaving them with a clear view of the world and their role within it. This is a moment of profound clarity, not only for the chosen ones, but for all who have watched the process unfold. The illusions have fallen, and what remains is the undeniable power of truth, which has guided the chosen ones to this point. Throughout this journey, chosen ones have learned that truth is not always an easy path. It requires courage, resilience, and a deep inner knowing that no matter how strong the forces of deception may appear, they will always be overcome by the light. The chosen ones have held on to this truth even in the face of great adversity, and now they stand victorious. Not because they sought power or control, but because they remained true to their purpose. The collapse of the falsehoods that once surrounded them has brought with it a sense of liberation. No longer bound by the weight of manipulation and deceit, the chosen ones are free to step fully into their divine purpose. Their power, once resisted by those who feared the truth, is now undeniable. It shines brightly for all to see, a beacon of what is possible when one aligns with the higher frequencies of authenticity and integrity. This is the ultimate reward for the chosen ones, to live in a world where truth reigns supreme. But this is not the end of their journey. It is simply the beginning of a new chapter. Having cleared away the darkness of deception, the chosen ones are now tasked with using their power to build a world that reflects the truth they have fought for. They know that this victory is not just personal. It is a collective shift that will ripple out into the world, affecting everyone who has been touched by their light. The work continues, but now it comes from a place of clarity and strength. As the chosen ones step into this new phase, they carry with them the lessons of their journey. They know that the power of truth is unshakable, and that standing in that truth brings about the change the world so desperately needs. This victory is more than a moment. It is a testament to the enduring strength of the chosen ones and the divine purpose they are meant to fulfill. The illusions are gone, and now only the light remains. The chosen ones, having faced every challenge, are ready to walk their path with unwavering confidence, knowing that they are fully aligned with the truth of the universe.